What's good in the hood, YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here, bringing you another video. So today I wanted to do a video on Transformers Age of Extinction. This is our last video, at least right now, for Transformers reaction time videos, due to the fact that there really isn't much else I can do commercial videos on, so for Transformers at this time, other than random things I can look for. But as far as main stuff, as far as main stuff goes, this will be the last video, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. So anyway, guys, let's get started.
Optimus Prime?
All new Transformers are here. It's faster than ever to flip and change and reveal robots in disguise. Roll out! All new one-step Optimus Prime and flip and change Grimlock, part of the all-new Transformers movie collection, each sold separately.
So that showed flip and change Grimlock, and one-step change Optimus. It also showed some other toys on the side, which is cool. Obviously, Grimlock was the one that they really wanted to advertise, as well as Optimus, of course. But yeah, Grimlock was a big deal because obviously Age of Extinction had to do with the Dinobots this time around, which which I'll tell you this much right now. Age of Extinction hasn't been considered the best movie ever, due to the fact that they really didn't do the Dinobots justice. So if you're expecting me to be raving over it, don't, because they didn't do it well. They really didn't do it well, and that's about it. That's what I can say to you. So anyway, let's get moving to the next commercial.
The biggest, baddest Dinobot ever has arrived. All new Stomp and Chomp Grimlock. He's 20 inches tall and converts fast in just one step. Stomp and Chomp Grimlock comes with Optimus Prime to reveal hidden weapons and stomp into battle. All new Stomp and Chomp Grimlock, part of the Transformers movie collection.
So that was a commercial for Stomp and Chomp Grimlock. Also, nice thing to note is the fact that they actually gave you a small Optimus Prime figure to go along with it, which is good to note because of the fact that without it, it wouldn't really be a complete thing. And that's smart. It's actually a very smart thing that they actually did, included that. They also mentioned how with him, I'm guessing there's like a peg hole that probably activates sounds and stuff, which makes perfect sense. Apparently he's 20 inches tall, which is actually a pretty big size for a kid's toy. So that's really nice. And obviously there's a lot of sound effects, a lot of functionality. He does transform, which is nice to see, and that's good. You know, definitely a toy meant to play with. It's not a toy that's just going to sit on your shelf. So that's really cool. Really loved it. Obviously, if you haven't already guessed, a lot of these commercials are going to be of Grimlock, due to the fact that Grimlock was the one that they really wanted to focus on in this movie. And after all, he is considered the leader of the Dinobots technically, so it makes sense.
Thanks, kid.
That was a sweet commercial. The idea there was that this kid saw Optimus fall over and he decided to give him an Oreo. Kind of weird. I'm not sure how Optimus is going to really eat an Oreo, but I think it's just the gesture that was sweet, and that's nice. So yeah, a simple concept, a good concept. An Oreo typically is about sharing and being kind. So, you know, Transformers is meant to be for a lot, like not although people sometimes argue, Transformers is technically intended for children, and so it does work that a child would do it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like a little kid, but at the same time, I watch it. I've watched Transformers, and I've watched other shows that typically are meant for little kids, but I watch them too. So understand this now. That's a point to note, is that it does work. I mean, it's fine. I'm not going to go much further than that right now because I'd rather not. So anyway, guys, let's move on to the next commercial.
Kreo Transformers. Enter a world of brick building action.
Dinner time!
Build and battle with the mega havoc-wreaking Dinobots and Decepticons. Kreo Transformers Galvatron Factory Battle. Kreo Transformers. Team up with Grimlock.
Not
To
again.
enter a world of brick building action. Build and battle with Grimlock. Armed to the teeth with Dino Force power. Kreo Transformers Grimlock Street Attack.
So that was a commercial for Kreo Transformers, showing off Optimus, Grimlock, and some others. Obviously, advertising the Dinobots and Optimus and some other Autobots in Kreo form, which is kind of like Legos, but they're a little bit more detailed and a little bit more done out, which is interesting. And I definitely remember those toys being a thing for a little while. They're not that popular, but they're definitely known, and they definitely have a little bit more you can do in regard to putting them together and piecing things together. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah, that's cool. So anyway, let's move on to the next commercial.
All new Transformers Construct Bots are here. There's a whole new way to build your Construct Bots. Build Optimus Prime. Then convert him into truck mode. Build Grimlock. Then convert him into robot mode. You can even combine your Dino Riders and ride into battle. They're the easiest to build Construct Bots ever. Part of the all-new Transformers movie collection, each sold separately.
So that was a commercial for the Construct Bots. Obviously, they advertised Optimus and Grimlock, like they basically do for every one of these commercials. And this is actually the last commercial that I was able to find. Really, there was one or two others, but like the others, I really couldn't put in for some reason. It was not working properly on my computer, so I basically just said, okay, it's all right. There was like a Burger King commercial as well, which I would have liked to have gotten, but it's all right. So anyway, cool commercial, that last one. Obviously advertising the two of them, showing off that they actually can go from vehicle mode to bot mode, each of them, which is nice to see that they really tried to keep that going throughout. And I'm not saying that I didn't expect that, but the thing is that there are cases where they have these stationary figures that can do everything, but they can't transform, and that does happen. That don't get me wrong, that does happen. Though they typically don't advertise those choices often, those do exist. Don't get me wrong, they do exist. If you want just like Grimlock as, in his dinosaur form rather than in, his bot mode, there are toys like that do exist. So don't think that that's not a thing. And people tend to put Grimlock in his dinosaur form because that's the one that most people know of, and that's usually the preferred form of him. So yeah. So anyway, that's about it for me. Again, if you guys were hoping for more, I can't think of much else for Transformers, for the reaction time series that we're doing. This is the second one again. So right now, I guess that's about it. Very soon, I'm expecting to start my third reaction time series, and I'd rather not give any hints right now. All I can say is that I'm considering anime, so that should be interesting. It's gonna be something short due to the fact that I wanted to actually have something planned for winter as well, and this is gonna be our fall one, and it's just about by the time that this is up, I'm sure we'll be like midway through fall, so I'd rather get something that I can get out in a reasonable time. Possibly this might come out sooner than I'm thinking. If so, I'll be interested. But but whatever it is, it's going to be something pretty recent. I already have an idea in my mind, but I'd rather make a specific video for that so that everyone's aware, and that's about it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this whole entire series. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the entire playlist if you haven't. There's a whole lot of content. We've gone through everything from G1 all the way to Robots in Disguise 2015, as well as these movies. So if you haven't watched the commercials, or if you're eager to watch the commercials or see me react to some of them, definitely watch them. I definitely will say that to you, and don't think that you have to go in any particular order. That's something I really stress with you guys, and I know that not everyone thinks that way, but it's true, is that don't think you have to go in any particular order. If you want to watch G1, watch G1. If you want to watch Robots in Disguise, jump right ahead to Robots in Disguise. If you want to watch the movies only, go ahead, do it. It's cool. If you want to watch Beast Wars, even, do it. It's all there. And if you guys are interested in any of that and more, definitely look into it. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys again for watching. To those that actually try to watch maybe all this, if you have, I thank you. And to those that have even watched maybe 1 or 2 videos, I also thank you guys. I really appreciate all the support, and I hope you guys are willing to stay tuned for further reaction time series in the future. And I have a lot planned in the coming year for that, and I'm just looking forward to going more and more in depth with other things and expanding upon things. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I know this is a little bit long right here, but I can't stress this enough. Thank you guys again. This has been a long process going through all these videos, and I'm very happy to know that I've gone through them now, and I'm looking forward to eventually moving on to other things. And I really just can't say enough other than I'm glad that I've gone through all this, and I'm just really happy. So yeah. So anyway, guys, this has been Crazy Samurai 71 here, and I will see you guys in the next video, whatever that would be, and goodbye, guys.